Look at Ty Dillon coming off a great run last weekend at Richmond. Had a really fast race car in the 13 for Team Germain. And when you look at the leaderboard, 15 minutes into practice, and I say 15 minutes because that's all the track time we got before the reins opened up here. Boyer leads a bunch of Fords on the scoring pylon, but look over at the right. Number of laps run in practice. The fast guys obviously in the draft. Did we get enough work done to be confident for qualifying tomorrow and, more importantly, in the draft here on Sunday?
Well, I hope so. The weather's looking good tomorrow, and I'd like to see them qualify. I'd like to see how fast they go. I'd like to see them start by those times. You know, it's about a little less than a minute a lap, so that's why they were able to get about 14 laps for some of those that took right off. But I think the action was as heavy as it was because these teams, they analyze the weather so well. They knew that it was coming. They need to get out there and get as many laps as they could right away.
And Adam, I think you heard David Reagan say it's kind of a checklist. My mirrors are okay, my seat's okay, my pedals are okay. Just a few little odds and ends that the driver can check off, but then the team has got no vibrations, got no leaks, got no drifts, got no errors, and they feel like they could go racing if they had to.
And everybody out there in packs by manufacturer, the Fords, the Chevys, and the Toyotas, and one of the fastest Toyotas each and every week, Martin Truex Jr. He's in the garage.
Martin Truex, 778. They're trying to score their first restrictor plate win. So do you feel like you got enough laps in the know? You're good to go if we don't go back out?
Yeah, we got done what we wanted to, so that's always good. We were in a bit of a hurry, so we thought it was going to rain. So luckily got everything done we had on our sheet, and yeah, we'll see what we can do from here.
Where do you feel like you made the biggest jump in your restrictor plate learning and where you need to put yourself at different parts of the race? Going back to your Chance 2 days, you couldn't have had a better teacher, Dale Jr.
Yeah, I had a good teacher, and we had some really fast cars back then, too. As tough as the Cup Series has been to me here, you know, at one point I was 3 for 3 at this racetrack. So it's definitely been kind of a learning curve throughout my Cup career. But I feel like, you know, we've been pretty competitive. Last time here in the fall, we had a really fast car, and obviously we had the engine problems, so that kind of set us back. But I feel, you know, pretty confident here that I can run up front. And it's just so much about circumstances and being in the right place at the right time, and you know, not getting in those wrecks. So we've had a hard time staying out of those, it seems like, more than anything. But we've had good speed the last couple times, so yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Talk a lot about synergy here. You're sponsored by Bass Pro, a fishing company. You come from a fishing family, and your motorhome driver's name is Tuna. How does all that
work? Man, I don't know. It's just weird, right? I mean, he doesn't like seafood or anything like this, so it's kind of weird to have his name Tuna, but yeah, I guess it's from a movie, right?
The stories, they're going to be rolling down here. Let's go across the garage to my buddy Vince Welsh.
You know, it's interesting to listen to Martin talk about the help that you gave him during his youth. Did it just all come naturally to you? Was there a time when you felt like there was a bit of a learning curve for you in this kind of racing?
Oh, yeah. I've made a lot of mistakes early, wrecked a lot of cars. The first several trips, just like anywhere else, you know. I went to Martinsville, wrecked a lot before I figured out how to get around there, and I went to Daytona and Talladega and did the same thing. Eventually, things just started to make sense. What you're seeing, you know, what I saw in racing and being a fan and watching racing as a kid growing up, all the things that I saw those guys do, it started to make sense while they were doing them. And I find myself in situations that reminded me of things I'd seen as a kid. Wondered why they did what they did and how things worked, and it started to pay off. And one of the things that I think is important is when you practice to get out there and try the things that worked, see if they still work, and maybe learn something new. So in practice, I'm not super aggressive because a lot of guys don't really like that, but you definitely go out there and drive the way you're going to race and see what your car's capable of doing, and see if the draft still really works the same, because sometimes they don't even change the rules and the cars don't always do exactly what they were doing before. And so some guys I don't know if they practice that way or not, but I always try to go out there and be open-minded that something might have changed and there might be something new to find out.
That's interesting. Yeah, speaking of practice, you got, what, 11 or 12 laps in there. Did you feel like what was your takeaway from that?
I didn't like the car that much, and so we'll it's probably fine. But
what didn't you like?
Well, I I wanted to pull out and pass everybody by myself, and it won't do it. I don't know if there's a car in the garage that will, but I want to tell, you come in the garage and you tell the guys that it won't do everything you want, and they keep working on it. So I don't want them to stop working until Sunday. So, and that's what they want to hear. That's what my car chief, Travis, said. He said, that's what I want to hear. It ain't good enough. We'll keep tuning. No, it's probably fine, but we'll never assume that, and try to keep tuning on it and making it faster.
I know there are a lot of people out there that want to see you pull out and pass everybody on Sunday. That's Dale Earnhardt Jr., guys.
Vince, if you're going to be good, you have to be greedy. Sounds like Dale Jr.'s in a greedy mood. I just want to pass them all by myself, and here we look at the best ever when it comes at restrictor plate racing. Look who's top of that board there, huh?
I don't know. I must have got lucky a lot of times. You didn't tell me that. Hey, you've been holding out. You know what? You know what's cool? Me and you share something in common. Wasn't with a restrictor plate, probably. We both swept here one year.
Oh, pretty impressive.
82, me in 07.
Dale Jr. third on the all-time list. 6 of those victories coming right here.
Come on, boys. Bring it to the house.
You got it. We're going to do it.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. Checkered flag at Talladega.
Great job. Good job, guys. Oh, celebrate.
We're saying Junior Nation's going to party like it's 1999. 6th Talladega win for Junior.
I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed.